Hi everyone, welcome to my green closet. So today's video is unfortunately something that I have not really been looking forward to filming. However, I think it is really important. The new year is right around the corner, so it is time to make some changes. Now, I have been on YouTube for over 4 years. And one thing that has always bothered me about making videos on YouTube is that I've had to rely on AdSense in order to keep making videos and in order to fund the channel and pay for things like my camera and my editing software and just help pay for all the time that goes into researching and making videos. And I've always hated this because often the ads that play on my videos aren't for companies that I support or agree with, and it's promoting sort of the opposite of what I talk about in my videos. And I've always just felt like kind of a hypocrite because here I am talking about all of these things, and yet I am essentially taking money from these companies who are promoting the exact opposite. Now, I don't have any control over what kind of ads play on my videos, and sometimes it's for things that are pretty good. Like I saw an ad for solar panels once, which is awesome, and I would, love to support something like that. But I know that quite often it's for stuff I don't support. It's really ironic to me that oftentimes viewers on YouTube don't like sponsored content, and they'll like call YouTubers that do sponsored videos sellouts and stuff like that. Because to me, sponsored content is something where I can actually select the brands that I work with and promote. And it feels way more like selling out to have ads on my videos that aren't at all anything that I would ever support or promote. And I think the worst ads are, I've only seen it a couple times fortunately on my videos, but there will sometimes be little ads below the videos of recommended products, and it looks like something that the YouTuber is recommending. And those I think are just absolutely the worst because it's not at all products that I would recommend. And sometimes you guys will comment on my videos, and usually it's really nice and just kind of like, oh, isn't it funny that I saw an ad for this brand on your video? Sometimes the comments can be a bit more rude about it, but it's interesting because I am so used to getting rude comments on YouTube, and out of all the comments I get, it's actually the comments about the ads that are playing on my video and how contradictory they are to my content that really hurt because it's like hypocritical of me to talk about these things and yet make money from these brands. And I used to justify it by telling myself that I was doing something good and I was spreading awareness about these issues and I was, promoting people to not buy from these brands. And so it was a good thing, but it's just still always felt wrong to me. So a big thing that I'm changing in 2019 is that there will no longer be any ads on this channel. I'm completely removing AdSense, and this is something I'm really happy to be able to do. However, there is another side to this, which basically is that because I will no longer have any ad revenue, I can no longer afford to keep putting up weekly videos. So I'm not quitting YouTube, but I will be cutting back on how many videos I put out. And this sort of ties into my second reason for also wanting to cut back on YouTube a bit, because if I am putting out less videos, it means the algorithm will like me even less than it already does. And my second reason for sort of, also wanting to cut back on YouTube is I am just so tired and frustrated by the YouTube algorithm. This year has been pretty difficult on YouTube. I have watched the amount of videos of mine that are suggested and recommended that show up on the side of your screen like decrease quite a bit. And I just realized that I don't make the kind of content YouTube wants. YouTube wants really shocking and clickbait content, and they have kind of a very specific formula of content that the algorithm likes and wants to promote. And it's unfortunately not the kind of content that I make. And this was actually especially apparent when I did my shaving my head video because, I just was sharing that, but it's sort of the kind of video that YouTube really likes because it's kind of shocking and sort of clickbaity. But it was really apparent how the algorithm liked that video because that video got quite a few views from suggested and recommended videos versus the other videos which I really care about and put a ton of work into, like my videos on slavery in the fashion industry and toxic dyes and textile recycling and fabrics and all of these things that I care about so deeply and put so much time and work and research into. It's just so frustrating to see that, you know, those videos kind of like disappear on YouTube. It has been such an incredible experience to make videos on YouTube, and I have loved being able to connect with you guys and share something that I'm so passionate about. But it's just feeling more and more like YouTube isn't the right platform for me and my content. So in the new year, I'm gonna be focusing more on creating content for my blog, which is a platform where I actually have control over how the content gets out. So like I said, I'm not going to be quitting YouTube, but I will be posting less on YouTube. And because of the YouTube algorithm, very likely if I'm not posting every week, you won't get my videos very often in your subscription feed. So I do have a newsletter. I will include a link below where you can sign up for that. And I'm just going to be putting out a monthly newsletter, which will go over any videos and blog posts that I put up. So you can kind of stay updated if there's something that you missed and something that sounds interesting, you can check it out. If you guys would like to support My Green Closet and my blog and my new ad-free channel, I do have my Patreon, and any contributions that I get through Patreon go directly towards creating content. I hope that you guys are excited about the fact that there won't be any more ads on the channel, and hopefully not too disappointed that there will be fewer videos. It was a really hard decision to make, but this just feels like the right time to make some changes and to shift my focus a bit. But anyways, I'm not disappearing. You'll just see me a bit less. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and I just realized that I was probably talking really fast throughout this video. I hope I wasn't. I just tend to talk really fast when I'm a bit nervous, and yeah, like I said, this hasn't been the most fun video to film, and I just don't want to disappoint people. But I hope that you guys understand, and thank you for watching, and thank you so much to those of you supporting me on Patreon, and I will see you in the next one.